Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And this is the last episode of the second season. And oh my god, we are in a crazy situation here. And this episode is going to be huge. But before we get into that, let's see what happened since last episode. So we played two games versus Genoa and versus Benevento, and we've got two good results here. And as you might remember, we've been pretty lucky with injuries. We haven't had any bad injuries, much injury problems. So in this game, one of our key players, Kalnick, he scored a hat-trick, two key passes, 9.5 rating, and then he got injured in the 72nd minute. And it was a 3 months injury, so he's missing the rest of the season. We managed to get it down to, I think it was 2 months, by like sending him to a doctor or a specialist or something like that. But yeah, bad news. And then just like 1 or 2 days after this game, another very important key player got injured. Donnarumma picked up a 1 month injury. And of course he is one of our best players. And then, just like a few days later, Paletta picked up a 3-month injury. Just with Kalnick, we managed to get it down to about 2 months by sending him to, I think it was a specialist or doctor instead. And of course, the Paletta injury isn't as serious as the other guys, since, I mean, he's basically our third choice in his position. Or fourth choice in this position, I mean. But still, since I rotate a lot, he's still been playing quite a few games through the season, so a bit annoying. But the Donnarumma injury, of course, is going to be it's a very bad one for us, because this is the replacement, our 40-year-old tutor. And yeah, he has some decent goalkeeping stats, but his mental stats is about to die, and his physical stats is basically non-existent. And I have this youth player on the bench. So yeah, a very costly one. Up on top, luckily, we have Silva. He's very good. He's been scoring a lot of goals for us, so hopefully he can be fine. But I mean, you always want two good strikers so they can rotate and keep somebody on and so on. Always have some fresh legs on the pitch. But talking about the league table then. So this is the current situation. Napoli, they got a draw in the last round. Because, you know, we were straight head-to-head with them. It was only goal difference between us. But that means as they only got a draw, we are 2 points ahead of them. Still, I mean, they have 2 games left. They can overtake us very easily. And at the same time, Juve, they had a bad stint, as you might remember. We talked about it before, like this period. So they lost quite a few points. And this were the period when we managed to catch them. But then they found their way again. And but basically, since they got knocked out of the Champions League and can focus 100% of the league, they have been winning 3 games in a row, and they will most likely win at home versus Udinese. So we can basically expect them to take 3 points more, which means they're going to end at 83 points. And that means our only chance to win the league is to win 2 games. That was what I'm betting, because we have 2 games left and we need to win both of them. And today, of course, is a huge game. We are playing Napoli, and I mean, if we manage to beat them, then they can't overtake us. We will end in second place at worst. But if they beat us, we might end up ending in. We're probably going to end in third place. But yeah, enough talking. I think it's time for a game. And of course, we are going to do both of these games in this episode, because this is a crazy ending of the season. So close, with 3 teams that can win it. We don't have 2 games left to play. 3 teams are within 3 points margin. So we're definitely going to do both games. And we're going to do a lot of praying here to the Football Manager RNG gods. Hopefully they will come through and help us. This is the last year team we're up against. And yeah, they have some quality players, but still feel like our team is stronger, and we have that home advantage. We are going to go passionate. And we're going to talk about the last game, because we actually lost against them last time. And that had the effect we wanted. But yeah, I feel like our team is stronger at least on paper. But I mean, it's a rainy day here at San Siro, and everything can happen. Like, they are a very good team, and like if we play, like if we have a bad day, or maybe only a decent day, where they have a good day, could definitely mean that we lose this. Clock is ticking though, not much going on here. We are creating quite a few chances though, but none of them is good enough to actually give us a highlight. Okay, so, I mean, I'm actually nervous right now. Like, I'm really nervous, because I didn't expect us to have a chance to winning the league this season. I thought like next season was going to be the one, because our team is getting stronger and stronger each season. But now we actually have the chance, and I really want it. I want it desperately. I actually took some time and went through Juve's team and our team, and everybody knows that Juve has a lot of world-class players, but we have a slight advantage of them in one. Here's Cassier, just before the halftime. Frank Cassier scores, and what a beautiful time it is, forcing the Napoli team to go into the dressing room just having conceded a goal. Is going to be a very mental difficult. Beautiful pass by Soso, sets up Cassier and makes no mistake at all. But yeah, let's get back to, I did some comparison with the Juve team. And the Juve team is actually really aging. When I went through the team, they had like, I think it was between the age of 28 to 34. Like 10 of their starting players, I think it was. Might have been 9, but it was a really high amount at least of their starting players were between 28 and 34. That doesn't mean they are bad. Obviously, they have some really good players. But it means like all of their players have either peaked or are just like around their peak. They won't improve anymore. And then I took a look at our team, and we had like, if I include a few of the players that are getting like rotated starting every other game, I had like 10 players that were between like 19. Oh, that must have been an offside. It must have been an offside. Please tell me it's an offside. Yeah, it's an offside. But yeah, we had like 10 players that were between like 19 and 25. And that means that, well, their team is very good. It's aging. And our team is pretty good also, but a lot of our players are so young that they still improve and become like better and better each season, and the stats goes up and up, while they have quite a few players whose stats is about or even maybe have already started to decline. I think that's a big advantage to us. Here's also, and he loses it. But yeah, that basically means for each season, our team becomes stronger. Like, without any signings, any transfers, our team gets stronger and stronger, because our young players keeps on developing, while their players become like starting to decline, or at least have reached a peak. Here's Silva, and look at that! Andre Silva, and he's actually our top goal scorer this season, if you count all the competitions. Kalinic, though, I think is the top goal scorer in the league, but Silva scored quite a few cup goals. But yeah, I feel like that's our advantage. Of course, we don't know what you're going to do with like transfer windows and so on. Things can change there. And I mean, for a good example of that is Piaka that we signed for this season. They sold him for basically nothing, 8.5 mil. And when we signed him, he was only 23. He's 24 now. So look, all arrows pointing in the right direction. And they have good players in that position, but they have aging players, so many aging players. And I think this is like a real sign that we are the future and Juve is the past. Could still change with them spending like money, transfers, buying world-class stars and so on. But, well, here's Locatelli. But yeah, I really feel like our team is the future. We have so many. I mean, let's just take a look at our team right now. Like, Rodriguez, 26. Then we have Romagnoli, 24. Of course, normally we have Donnarumma in goal, and he's like 20 or something. Then we have Bonucci a little bit older, Abate a little bit older, Bigla a little bit older. Then we have Locatelli, 21. Kessi, 22. Piaka, 24. Soso, 25. Silva, 23. And on the bench, we have Barrow, 19. And we have Aigner, very old tutor. He's just here for fun because Kalnick is injured. But we have Hernandez, 21. Roddy, 24. Conte, 25. Yeah, you get the idea. I feel like like last season, Juve won the league with a huge margin. I think they had like 13, 14 points or something down to us. But this season, we are keeping track of them. And I feel like if they don't... Oh my god, that was unfortunately a very beautiful goal by Luan. Really beautiful finisher, not what we needed. But yeah, I feel like if they don't make, like, of course they can sign some world-class players. But if they don't do that, I feel like our team should like really be overtaking them. I think we are already seeing that. Because we'll have so many players next season that like keeps on declining, while our lads is improving. So I would say the future is bright for AC Milan. But look at that rating. Bonucci, you should be our captain. Fantastic. Actually, last game, he led the way for us, scoring the first goal. But this game, that's a disaster. But we're going to actually change Piaka because he's not having a great game either. And I think that will have a greater effect to the game. Actually, I think we're going to go with Bonucci. That's such a bad rating. We can't accept it. So let's change... you around with Romagnoli, then yeah, like that. But yeah, last game he really led the way and scored on corners. I think it was Sosa took the corner and he went up with a header, and the rest is history, basically, as they say. Basically leading the way as a captain should. Here's Silva, but he's very lonely. Finds Casiedo, and Casiedo, he finds Bonaventura. Bonaventura that just subbed, and oh my god, that was a weak finisher. Just outside the right post. Rodriguez with a corner into the box, also picks it up. What will you do? You find Biglia. Biglia for Silva. Intercept. Oh my god, this could be a dangerous counter-attack. Really dangerous one. We only have one guy left. It's Milik. Oh my god. Whenever they get a chance, I'm really missing Donnarumma. That was a good save though. But yeah, it really makes me feel like I'm missing Donnarumma whenever the opponents gets a highlight, because Donnarumma is such a good goalkeeper. Let's see now who is tired. Sauce is really tired, but he's playing like a god, so we're going to keep him on. I think we're going to go with Locatelli. Bring in young Barrow. Like that. And it's another highlight here for Napoli. Come on, guys. Intercepted by Kessier. But, oh, it picks it up of Bonaventura for Silva. Not a bad pass. Come on, guys. Focus on your passings. And here is Silva. Silva. Well, that could have been a game set match. It kind of got a little bit out of the angle. But at least we are creating some stuff. Here's Biglia. Rodriguez. For Soso. Soso in the box. Barrow. Oh, but I think that was an offside. I'm not celebrating yet. Was it an offside? It is a goal! Oh my god, I had to wait for such a long time. I had a feeling that it was an offside, but it's not. It's a goal. That should be game set match. That means we are going to finish the season at least in second place. At least. Let's take a look at the replay here. So he's actually nowhere near an offside. I just felt it because he was so free. But look at this. It's like 1-2 players that's... so he was nowhere near an offside. It was just me who thought it because I just felt like he was so alone. And Bonaventura and Barrow linking up. And of course, my subs, Sub Barrow, Sub Bonaventura, they found each other. And that means game, set, match. This is a beautiful result. Really good result. And Juve is not playing right now, so we don't have any game to keep track of. This means, oh my god, this means we could win the league during the next game, and I'm already nervous. I'm very, very nervous. Oof, that was some interesting goalkeeping. But yeah, ref, blow the whistle. It's full time. Come on, mate. Come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting here for you to blow the whistle. How hard could it be? Rodriguez, Bonaventura, Barrow, Silva going for another one. But that's the full-time whistle. This is a really good result for us. Really good. Definitely, I'm very happy with this one. Let's see if we can take a look at the league table now. We are top in the league table. We have 1 point margin. And oh my god, let's see, Juve in their last game, they will be playing Udinese at home. Definitely a game they're going to be huge favorites for. At the same time, we are playing an away game versus Pescara. Pescara is of course not one of the bigger teams in the team, they are one of the weaker ones, but an away team always makes me worried. And guys, you know what I just realized watching the clock is that this could become a very long episode. If we're gonna go through both of the games, it's going to be like 30 plus something minutes. So I actually right here, right now, have decided that we won't play 2 games in this episode. We are going to see 1 more episode of this season. We're gonna save the Pescara game for the next episode. So I'm very sorry for lying to you in the beginning, but I just realized it would be crazy long because I mean we have the game, and no matter if we wins it or if we loses it, then we're gonna have quite some time after the game because we need to go through like the season, what happened, take a look at all like players that won awards and everything. So yeah, guys, this means we have 1 more episode to go. And you know, and I know, we can't miss this episode. It's going to be crazy. No matter what happens, it's going to be huge. So I see you in the next episode.